2007 on an '07 Audi A3. This is the 3.2 V6 Quattro, so four-wheel drive sport line. So it's got the sport line body kit and the sports seats. 3.2 litre four-wheel drive with the DSG gearbox as well. It's kind of ticking all the boxes really, isn't it? Right, starting with the bodywork. Start on this driver's side. Front wing, we've got a little stone chip just here. The arch itself is sharp all the way around until we get down the bottom. There is a little bit of bubbling just starting down the bottom there. It's on later RS3 style Audi rotors. They are diamond cut. There's a little bit of curb mark there, but they are generally quite presentable with a decent tyre on there as well. Coming down this side, nice and neat along the sill there. Driver's door, got a little stone chip just on the plastic trim there, but other than that, all good. And then rear door, in fact, actually, we've got a little bit of a parking scratch where it's been opened on something on the same trim on that door as well. One or two little stone chips, one there, but for the age on a black car, generally pretty good. Quite often you can find a bit of corrosion coming through here, but this one's all good all the way around. Same in this section. We've got one little stone chip there, but there's no corrosion coming through. Another rotor there, like I said, there's a little bit of lack of peel here and there on them, but they're generally pretty good. Coming back up this side, it is nice and straight. It's not full of filler or anything like that. There is a bit of a sort of weather mark, I guess you'd call it, where the paint's dried out a little bit there. I don't know if it's been sort of parked under a tree or something. That could do with a bit of a polish to get rid of that. Does have aftermarket tints on it. You can see they are quite dark. Not so bad on the front, but the back is particularly dark. Up onto the roof. I'd say the roof could do with a good polish. You've got some swirls on there and a bit of a bird poo mark, but generally nice and straight. Couple of stone chips on the front, but nothing major. Coming round on the back, both tail lights are bright and clear. The inner ones, which seems to always happen on this era Audis, on the sport backs, they could do with a bit of a polish. They've gone ever so slightly milky, but the outer ones are all good. It's always been the case on these for some reason. Being the 3.2, you've got the two tailpipes there sitting nice and straight. We've got parking sensors on the back. A couple of light scuffs where things have been pulled in and out of the boot, but other than that, all good. Coming round onto the passenger side. Nice and sharp all the way around on that arch, but we do have a little bit of bubbling starting just down the bottom there. You can just see that. Another good wheel and tyre. Stone chip on the handle there. But again, like I say, if you look down this side, nice and straight. The sill on this side is good all the way along. No real marks to notice on the passenger door, with the exception of this. Oh, that's a bit of dirt. Ignore that. Same story with the tints on this side. Has the chrome roof rails, which are a nice touch on the black car as well. All good on the wing mirror there. And no real stone chips coming up that A-pillar or on this side of the windscreen. Quite often you can get a bit of delamination down the bottom here on the windscreen, but this one's all good, as you can see. And then on the front, a little bit of a stone chip just down the bottom here, but the arch itself is sharp all the way around. Nice and clean on the front. Being the S-line, you get the lower fog lights, a little bit of trim, all that sort of stuff. A couple of little stone chips here and there, but nothing too major. It's exactly what you'd expect from a, what's that, 17-year-old black car now. Moving on to the interior, and the S-Line gets this aluminium trim. This one has the Bose upgraded sound system, which is a really good sound system. S-Line steering wheel with the perforated stitching and the perforated leather and the red stitching. Bit of wear across the top. Driver's seat, tiny little bit of wear on the bolster, but generally very good. Black carpet sets in the S-Line, that's all nice and neat. And you get the black headlining as well, which, although it is dark, you can see it is nice and clean. Spec-wise, we've got dual zone aircon. It's got the larger Audi nav unit with that Bose sound system. DSG, like we said. Electric windows, mirrors, and all that sort of stuff as well. Into the back, nice and neat on that door card. Back bench is all lovely and tidy. Leather's still nice and sort of satin, it's not overly shiny. All good on the back. The nets and things haven't been pulled out or stretched or anything like that. Into the boot. Pop that open there. Into the boot, you do have the optional rear load blind as well, which is quite nice. And the cover is still intact. There we go. And then into the boot itself, all nice and clean in there. Underneath the boot floor, again, there's no sign of any trapped moisture or anything like that. It's all good under there. And then passenger side rear, nice and neat on the door card. Leather on this side, all nice and clean. No funny smells or anything in here, no sign of any moisture or pets or anything like that. All good on the door card. On this side, it does have like a double set of mats, so the carpets underneath are lovely and clean. No real wear on the passenger seat at all, generally very good. It has had a car kit fitted at some point, so we do have the brackets still there, but they're relatively easy to remove. And then under the bonnet, you've got that 3.2 litre V6, nice and standard under there. It's been parked here a little while. Not dropping any fluid on the floor or anything like that. We'll get it fired up. We are firing up on the button. Nice and smooth from there. On those 3.2s, you want to be careful for things like injector ticks, but you can hear none of that's a problem there. Nice and smooth. If we go around the back, nothing nasty flying out of the back. So there you have it, a 2007 on an 07 Audi A3 3.2 S-Line Quattro.